Negative thoughts, what we believe, and evidence to the contrary. So many times in life do we have negative thoughts, either being hard on ourselves, being scared about something or worried, or think that whatever we're thinking and kind of feeling is an accurate statement. I recently attended a personal growth workshop, which was amazing and super intense and so uncomfortable. During the workshop, at some point, I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to faint. I had physical symptoms of fainting soon. And I laid down on the floor for a few seconds. I thought, no, I should not leave my work partner alone. So I got back up. We were keep doing the exercise. And then I told her, I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I'm going to faint. So I told the facilitator and she's like, you're not fainting, keep going. And I thought, oh, if that would have been in America, which is usually a very sensitive kind of situation, they would have let me lay down. But I'm like, I guess I can continue. I continued and I never fainted, but my subconscious was trying to keep me safe. So a lot of times our subconscious will activate emotions in our body to prevent us and keep us safe, as if we need to be kept safe. So if you've ever experienced trauma when you were little, you developed coping mechanisms that served you when you were small or at whatever age you experienced the thing. And so when I continued to go in that workshop, I ended up doing just fine, not fainting. And then shortly after, having a huge release and breakthrough, which ended up in a lot of crying, in a lot of body movement. But I was able to release a lot of stuff that was trapped in my body. So my thoughts and my emotions and what I was feeling like was coming up in my body, was trying to keep me safe and preventing that from happening, because in the past that has not felt safe. So that's just one of the examples. So many times the mind, the ego is trying to protect us and saying no, and we paint that worst case scenario, which ends up never ever happening. How many times in life did the worst case scenario actually come true? Which is very little when you're honest. And usually things have always worked out, maybe not exactly how you want it, but it also depends on whether or not you've been doing the work and learning how to raise your vibration in order to attract the things that you actually want coming to you, instead of focusing on the things you don't want, because wherever your focus goes, the energy flows and that comes to you. So when you're thinking, I don't want that, the universe hears more of that. Instead of focusing, I want this, then more of that comes. So that's just as easy how it works. You are having this. When you find yourself having negative thoughts like nobody likes me, or I'm not a good friend, or nobody loves me, or I'm not a good coworker, or whatever, in a family relations, in your relationship, in your job, it doesn't matter. When you find yourself thinking that, stop and then find evidence to the contrary of where your mind was automatically just going. You totally got this. You are amazing, and I love you.